A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that is incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. First carry for Chris Ivory. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Coleman has it here right side. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He completes it right side to White. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They run with a rookie. This is Sony Michel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go! Hey, Bolt 66. Wait, we can!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Michel. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Lorenzo Alexander with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen off the bootleg. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dante Hightower in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. Escapes the defender. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Again, it's Michelle, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. On 3rd down, Michelle trucks over him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
By 20! By 20!
Brady going to go on 4th down. This is cut. It's called by Gronkowski. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Brady to throw on second down. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. He'll get it outside to Gronkowski. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And a nice spin into some open field. LaShawn McCoy off to the races.
It's a big run there by McCoy. 64 yards on the ground.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, his pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Leopard.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Back there in Philly. Here we go.
Now this time, Allen will throw. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Nice foul.
And it's Michel once again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Check shadow. Check 43. Ready?
From the gun, it's Brady. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got Will Tye complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. 2 minutes remain here in the first half.
Let's go.
Back to Foxborough after this. Brady now on first down. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Throwing now is Brady. Fighting through pressure. And now he's swallowed up and taken down. Kyle Williams in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Bolt 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. To Michel on the double. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Hey, Bolt 66. Ozzie.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Wait.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down to Michel on the screen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go. Regular. 4 down. Let's go on. No, 66. Check 3.
Operating from the gun, Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Brady. That's complete to White. Now White lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Go! Go! Go!
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Allen now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's flushed to the right, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Lucky 56. Gone.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Caught. This is Ivory. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. On second down, it's McCoy. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they won a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gone.
On play action, Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So the Patriots coming out now. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And some space here. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure. Sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds.
Alabama, 380. Hey, slow down, slow down. Regular, regular. Alpha. 220. Wide 20. Wait. Good cut.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
You're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
One final try here for Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Leopard! Leopard!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got it. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points. Out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now Brady doesn't like the formation here. He'll take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Tom, ready? Right!
49 the mic, 49 the mic.
We need 3 Linda!
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Oh, yeah!
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Brady. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big play there for New England. 42 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
Time now!
4 down. Alert!
A give. This is Michelle. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Ready, set, ready!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll go left side here with Michelle. And a solid run down inside the 30. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This is Michelle on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gostkowski, that's no good. He hung it out to the right. He missed it, and this score will stay right where it is. And, boy, this is typically certainly one of the better kickers in the game. We're not used to seeing him miss 3 times from field goal range.
No, we certainly aren't. It is very out of character. He's probably had seasons where he's missed 3 field goals. Just goes to show you, no one's immune.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
But keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Start fast, fellas! Start fast!
Everyone's got four. Four down.
Blue 20! White 20!
All right, T, let's right.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take